Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. JD Nye, your Word of Truth. Word of Truth channel, Bible teaching with Jeff Deloach. Jeff Deloach. Welcome back to the channel. Heavenly Father, give us understanding, wisdom, knowledge, the ability to know you better. We want to know you for who you are. Amen. You're welcome. So being that a lot of people wanted to hear about us being the land, I figured I'd go into the Hebrew and the Greek, look at it a little bit more. The word land is Hebrews 776. Interesting number, 776. Almost 777. 776. The word is eretz, E-R-E-T-S, eretz, land. Hebrews 776, eretz, or eretz, E-R-E-T-S. And we know in Hebrew, land is probably one letter. And depending on what letters are around it, would define the type of land it's talking about, because there's quite a few different definitions of what the land is. It's the common country, it's the earth, it's the field, it's the ground. So the word ground, when you're grounded, you got your feet on the ground, you're grounded. You have another word for land is firm. Floor, you got your feet on the floor, you're grounded, you're firm. It's a territory, it's a region. The one word that was interesting to me was it also means the way or the world. The way. Jesus says, I am the way. I think he says that, right? I am the truth, the way, and the light, or something like that. They used to call the Bible the way. The way to God, the way, the direction, the territory, the place. I think even though place didn't end up on that list of definitions, place, the land is the place, it's the territory, it's the region. So I pulled up a few scriptures. There's like there's quite a few scriptures, and some of them use the word earth, like in Ecclesiastes 1:4. I pulled this one up. I wasn't sure what it was going to say, but it says the earth abides forever. One generation passes away and another generation comes, but the land abides forever. So when I read that, it makes me think, okay, the earth, the land, the region, the territory. The territory, I think that we're talking about when we're talking about the land, we're talking about the place where God does his work. What's interesting about this, we are the land thing. This was one of those times the Lord spoke to me. And I don't know if he was just, he wanted me to know that for some reason. He told me, you are the land. He told me, you are the land. And I went, all right, I am the land. So I rolled that over in my head for quite a few years and didn't really look into it. I just kind of went with what it sounded like when he said that. You are the land. And I went, okay, I'm the land. And it tickled me. It tickled me because I knew it was something he gave me that I was going to be pondering on for a long time. I'm still pondering on it, but I kind of understand it. I'm trying to explain it to you, help explain it to myself. And to look into it today, it's kind of like, it's not always, it doesn't always feel good to look into what he's saying, because when you look into this word, when he said it to me, it felt one way, but now when I'm looking into it, it feels a little different. I think that's because when he said it to me, I understood it in the original Hebrew. When he said, you are the land, the connotation was so much bigger. It was like, you're part of my plan, is how it felt to me. You're part of my plan. You're part of my goal. You're part of my, you are the reason I made everything. I made this all for you, is how it felt when he said that. You are the land. It was like, you're everything to me, is how it sounded. You're everything to me. You're the territory. You're the region. You're the way. You are the reason I made a way. You understand what I'm saying? So, looking into it, we can look at it and talk about it. And this is where you learn how to read the Bible differently. You learn that the Hebrew words the Hebrew words aren't just what your English tells you. It's a lot more. So it's all those things. It's the way, the world. The other interesting one was firm. Be firm. Firm and be firm. So when it talks about the land and the earth and the firmness, we have a firmament over the covering of the flat plain. Firm means I know I'm on firm ground. I'm not flying through space. I'm not spinning around like a top. No. No, that's not what it is. You can believe in globe earth. It's going to set you back. You got to believe in the firmness of the earth. It's firm. The land is firm. This place is firm. He made it a certain way so that we'd know the rules. We'd know what we're doing. We know we can't get out of here. We know we're like in a snow globe. There's a dome over us. Can't get out of here. But anyway, that's basically the jumping off point for you are the land. He made this snow globe for us. As long as we live, as long as we have consciousness, we're going to have consciousness of this globe. Or this snow globe, this covered plate. So firm, way, world, earth. Says one generation passes away and another comes, but the land will abide forever. The sun also rises and the sun goes down, and hastens to its place where he arose. Like I said before, the sun and the moon, they go into a, they disappear into a portal. They slip below the horizon, and then it comes back up out of the portal. It goes like a figure eight. That's why the figure eight is the symbol of infinity, because the sun's going to go like a figure eight forever. As long as we're around, we're going to see that figure eight until he changes it. And when the figure eight's no more there, he'll be there to be the light. That's what the Bible says. He'll be the light. There won't be no more reason for the sun or the moon, because he's going to be the light. He's going to shine on the whole thing. So let's look at that word firm. Land, firm ground. Region, territory. We are the territory. When he calls me the land, he's saying I'm original. When he tells me that, it makes me feel like I was designed for the land. Because I am the land. I am the design of the lamb. Of the land. Sorry, lamb. What is the design of the lamb? Samuel. 1 Samuel 14. This is where it talks about something being firm. I just pulled it up out of the, I don't know what it's going to say. I just wanted to look at it with you guys. Study the Bible. It's 1 Samuel 14 and 4. I don't even know the context. I'm just checking it out. 14:4. It says Jonathan's plan. Wow. I think this is where they went. Yeah, this is Michmash. Remember we did Michmash about 2 weeks ago? 3, Michmash. This is the same idea. I'm telling you, I know some crazy stuff about this Bible. And between the passages, this is 1 Samuel 14:4. We're talking about the land, the area, the region, the territory, the ground, the field, the earth, the country, the way, the world. That's the land, the way, the world, the earth, the region, the territory, the wilderness. Where we are, we're in the wilderness. When we're on this flat plain, we're in the wilderness. Because we're not in the spirit world, we're in the field. We're in the land. We are the land. We are part of the land. We are part of this world. We're the human part of this world. We're the spiritual part of this world. And that's why I think he told me, you're the land. Because he wanted me to understand, being that we were made in his image, and he made this world, this earth, this ground, he made this snow globe for us, that as a spiritual being made in his image, we're basically the most important part of the world. That's why it says God so loved the world. He so loved the land. He so loved us as the land. Good stuff, huh? I love when he tells me things, because I don't really have a way to study unless he leads me. Because I'm pretty imaginative, but I don't want to step on anyone's toes. I wait till he tells me. So it says, in between the passages, Small passage, small gate. Between the passages, Michmash, remember, Michmash was a box canyon. So when it talks about Michmash, that's where the Benjamites, that's where Jonathan, they had a lot of fights in Michmash, because they would lead him into that box canyon and then attack him. And between the passages, between the passes, right? Between the passes through the mountains, through the passages by which Jonathan sought to go over onto the Philistines' garrison, there was a sharp rock on one side and a sharp rock on the other side. And the name of the one was Bozez, and the name of the other Sinai. The forefront of the one was situate northward over against Michmash, and the other southward over against Gibeah. So 1 Samuel 14:4, between the passages, the sharp rock, the land, the passages, that's probably talking about how firm it is, the rocks that we're boxed in here. This is where we're supposed to be, but these devils, they want to get out of here. They don't want to be under God's command, so they're telling us, oh yeah, we can fly out of here anytime we want. We're going to go to Mars. We went to the moon. No one's gone anywhere. You can't get out. You can't get out of here. Otherwise, we would be going out of here. Believe me, these fuckers would have found a way out of here. So the sharp rock on one side and the sharp rock on the other side, that makes you know how perilous it is here, how dangerous it is here, how narrow the gate is, and how easy it is to get dashed by the rock. The rock is all around you. The rock is God. God is the rock. So there's a rock on one side and a sharp rock on the other side. He's on your left. He's on your right. Just like the two thieves on the cross. One, the righteous on one side and the wicked on the other side. They're both sharp. If you claim righteousness, you put yourself at peril, because you're not as righteous as you think you are. And if you claim wicked, then you're siding up with the wrong team. You're on the wrong side of the law. 2 Samuel, since we're over here, we're talking about the land, the common ground, the country, the earth, the field, the territory, the floor, the ground, the way, the world, the firmness of the world. The world, the earth, it's firm. It's not spinning. We're not flying through space, people. Get that out of your head. They have really done a good job of indoctrinating you on this devil belief system that we're on a spinning web ball rocket. We're not spinning. I was going to show you the clouds. The reason the clouds go flat for as long as you can see, it's because there's a pressure gradient here. Anyway, I'm not going to go into science with you right now. 2 Samuel. We're talking about, I guess we are talking about science, because we're talking about the land and the spirit. It's God's science. 2 Samuel 22. Sorry, I just flew right past it. 22:8. One more page. Praise for deliverance. In my distress, I called upon the Lord and cried to my God, and he did hear my voice out of his temple. And my cry did enter into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of heaven moved and shook because he was mad. There was smoke that came out of his nostrils and fire out of his mouth, devoured, and coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens. What's a bow? Rainbow. He made it a bow. He made, when you see a rainbow, that's how you're supposed to know that you're in a snow globe. It mimics the prism of heaven, the colors, the frequency of heaven, the colors, the prism, the frequency that we can see, visual. It's a prism of light. There you go. It's light. It's reflecting off the firmament, off heaven, the colors of heaven. When you see a rainbow, that's why he gave us the rainbow. He's like, you know you're not going anywhere, right? I promise I won't flood you again, but you're stuck in this globe. He flooded the globe. Water came up from the bottom. Water came out of the sky. The windows of heaven opened up. So what he did is he put pressure on his own land. He pressured us. He killed. He made us drown. He made us know that he had the power. He flooded the earth. Probably because these fuckers were trying to get out of here like they're trying to do now. But this is Satan's little season. He gets to say what he wants. You can believe him if you want, but I wouldn't believe him. The earth shook and trembled. Man, I would go into that, but that would be a whole nother running around. 1 Samuel 2:8. We did that one, huh? No, we didn't. 1 Samuel. Let's go back to 1 Samuel. We're talking about the land. You are the land. Damn it. You were put here to take care of the land. You are the steward of the land. You have the abundance. You have the, if you follow the will of God, he'll give you everything you need. 1 Samuel 2:8. And then I'm going to, after this one, I'm going to go pull some different ones. Well, there's a couple other ones here. You get the idea. You get the main theme is we're important to him. 1 Samuel 2:8. It says, he raises up the poor out of the dust. See, we're made out of dust, dust to dust, so we're made from the land. We're of the same materials as the land. He made us out of the materials that he made the earth out of, so we are the land. Hey, right? There you go. Dust to dust. As long as we're in these bodies, we're of the land. We're the land. We're part of this creation. I think it's basically, he told me that to remember, I'm the one that created you, dick. I'm like, I know, I like that. Thank you. He tried to, he's warning me, but now I'm warning you. He created you, so don't be a dick. Darling. Dude. Bro. Don't be a dick. He raises up the poor out of the dust and lifts up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among the princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he has set the world upon them. There you go. We're on pillars. We're on firm foundation. We're on the Lord's time, not the devil's time. You globies, man. This one should scare the fuck out of you. You cannot. He wants you to know his word, darling. Muffin. Sweet pea. Dude. He wants you to know what he says, and he wants you to believe what he says. When he says you're nothing but shit and dust, and the world is firm and I put it on pillars so it can't be moved? Yeah. Yeah. To make them inherit the throne of glory. That's what I've been saying all on this whole video, right? We are his inheritance. We are part of the Lamb, but we're the highest. We're the top of the food chain. We're his favorite. We're the ones that were made in his image. So he's saying, I made you this way to control the earth and take dominion, dominate. I'm going to pull a few more scriptures and come back. We'll talk about the land. It's very Hebrew. This is very much my people. This is family hour. This is ancient teachings here. The land is ancient teachings. You are the land. You are forever. You're not going anywhere. You're solid. You're grounded. You're going to be grounded if you keep up your bullshit. JD Nice, your word of truth. Subscribe. I'm here every day. We talk about the Bible every day. Almost every day. I take breaks every couple years. All right, I'm out.